Welcome to All In from KNSU Television on the campus of Nicholls State University. I'm your host, Charles Tenney. A Southern University student died in the hospital after being found unresponsive in a Baton Rouge park on Thursday morning, and officials are investigating. Officials said the student has been identified as 20-year-old Caleb Wilson, a junior engineering student. Members of the Omega Phi Psi fraternity were reportedly carrying out a ritual where pledges stand in line when the student collapsed. Southern University is aware of an off-campus incident that may have resulted in the death of student Caleb Wilson, a junior from New Orleans majoring in mechanical engineering. The campus community extends condolences to his family, classmates, and loved ones. Southern is cooperating fully with the Baton Rouge Police Department, which is in charge of the investigation. No further information is available at this time. Meta has apologized for a glitch that caused violent videos to be available on its Instagram Reels feed. Numerous users reportedly seeing graphic content on Tuesday. Some of the videos reportedly showed people either getting killed or beaten. A spokesperson for the platform issued a statement saying this error has now been fixed. There was no comment on what caused the material to appear. Federal workers were fighting back in Chicago, Illinois, Wednesday.
These federal employees rallied.
It was a rally to protest mass layoffs by the Trump administration. Some of the employees at the rally have been already fired. And now they fear that the veterans' benefits will be next. Evelyn Holmes was there.
The people that have fought for us.
On Tuesday, 1,400 staff members were fired. That follows layoffs that terminated 1,000 employees on February 13th. Officials say VA mission-critical positions like Veterans Crisis Line responders were not affected. SEIU represents 1,200 people who work at the VA on Damon Avenue.
They received notices on pieces of paper that were photocopied that they didn't even have the decency to name people and tell them that they lost their jobs.
The firings and layoffs have sparked anger and concern about the plight of veterans' benefits among several organizations and unions who demonstrated today.
I've been a VA employee for almost 12 years, and I'm worried about how the constant attacks and firing of federal employees impacts veterans' care and us.
The cuts by the Trump administration are a part of an effort to reshape the federal government with the help of Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency.
One thing that every single veteran has had to fight for is the benefits that we earned. From health care to disability.
And while the VA says the personnel moves will save more than $83 million a year, which officials claim they will redirect back to health care, benefits, and services for VA beneficiaries, U.S. Army veteran Charles Emmett isn't so sure.
Without this place and the care of the team that were always in my corner, I wouldn't be here today.
It's still unclear what's next for the VA, but it's a safe bet there'll be more cost cutting.
Union's got the power!
Now we will take a break. When we come back, sports reporter Brogan Burns will join the show to talk sports.
Tailgating in Louisiana is punishable by a hefty fine. This is followed by rising insurance costs and a possible loss of a driver's license. Wouldn't you rather spend your money on clothes, entertainment, food, books? We believe you'd rather spend your money elsewhere.
This message is brought to you by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development.
Every year, thousands of tons of litter are thrown from our cars onto the unsuspecting wildlife below. Polluting our wetlands and cluttering our forests. Please reconsider and don't litter. You're only killing our wildlife.
Tailgating in Louisiana is punishable by a hefty fine. This is followed by rising insurance costs and a possible loss of a driver's license. Wouldn't you rather spend your money on clothes, entertainment, food, books? We believe you'd rather spend your money elsewhere.
This message is brought to you by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development.
To stop impaired driving in South Louisiana, we all have a part.
I'm going to do my part too.
I'm not going to insist that you have just one more before you leave the bar.
If I think you're impaired,
I'll take your keys.
Anytime you've been drinking, just sleep on my couch.
I'll be the designated driver tonight.
I'll call a cab if you need one.
I'm not gonna drink and drive.
Please, do your part too.
I should have done my part, and because I didn't, I lost my best friend.
Join our Safe Community Partnership to stop.
Every year, thousands of tons of litter are thrown from our cars onto the unsuspecting wildlife below. Polluting our wetlands and cluttering our forests. Please reconsider and don't litter. You're only killing our wildlife.
Mama, mako, 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 mako.
Welcome to KNSU Sports. This Monday, Nichols took on LSU in Baton Rouge. Sports reporter Connor was there.
Despite jumping out to a one-run lead early, the Tiger offense was too much for the Colonels to handle as they fell 13-3.
Nichols took on number 2 ranked LSU in Baton Rouge on Monday night. The Colonels struck first after Tyler Johnson flew out to right field, scoring Chase Jans on the sac fly. Daniel Dickinson singled to left, scoring Jared Jones, all tied up at 1. Later on that inning, Stephen Milam singled up the middle, scoring 2. LSU on top, 4-1 in the first. Nichols chased Jans, flashed the leather, robbing Derek Curiel of a knock. Jared Jones tallied his second home run of the season over the left field wall. Tigers on top, 5-1.
I think it's more than just about that spot. Like, it's like who's hitting in front of him, so he comes up with guys on base. And we did that great tonight.
Fisher Ingersoll was thrown out at third after trying to extend this double. Milam, prepared for the overthrow, cut the ball off and fired it to third for the out.
Work on a lot of relays in practice, and Josh overthrew Daniel, and I was just right there to make a good play, and I tried to get him out, and that's what happened.
Moving to the 5th inning, Milam homered his first time this season, sending a ball into the left field bleachers. 8-2, LSU. Jones reached base after a fielding error by the center fielder, leading to 2 Tigers scoring. 12-3, LSU. LSU completed the run rule after this wild pitch reached the backstop, scoring Mick Paul. 13-3, LSU. The Tigers traveled to Globe Life Field to take on 18th ranked Dallas Baptist Wednesday. Nichols take on Tulane at the DID Tuesday night.
I said, I've learned this being in the SEC. Like, it's really hard to win when your best players don't play great. And our 2 best players were awesome tonight, and the game was awesome.
Reporting for KNSU TV, I'm Connor Justclair.
Nichols women's basketball lost 59-50 to UTRGV on Saturday. Nichols softball lost 12-2 to LSU on Saturday. Nichols baseball lost 13-3 to Tulane on Tuesday. Now let's take a look at upcoming events. Nichols women's basketball is scheduled to play Lamar today at 6 p.m. in Beaumont, Texas. Nichols men's basketball will travel to Texas to play Stephen F. Austin on Saturday. Nichols softball will travel to Mississippi to play Murray State at 10:30 a.m. on Friday. Nichols baseball will travel to Lake Charles to play McNeese at 6 p.m. on Friday. The Saints continue to complete their coaching staff. The Saints hired LSU defensive line coach Bo Davis to lead their defensive front. Bo, the highest paid defensive line coach in college football and a well-respected defensive mind, will bring his expertise down the road to New Orleans to help the Saints defense get back on track under Brandon Staley.
We will be right back with Savannah joining the show to talk about entertainment.
To stop impaired driving in South Louisiana, we all have a part.
I'm going to do my part too.
I'm not going to insist that you have just one more before you leave the bar.
If I think you're impaired,
I'll take your keys.
Anytime you've been drinking, just sleep on my couch.
I'll be the designated driver tonight.
I'll call a cab if you need one.
I'm not going to drink and drive.
please do your part too.
I should have done my part, and because I didn't, I lost my best friend.
Join our Safe Community Partnership. To stop
Tailgating in Louisiana is punishable by a hefty fine. This is followed by rising insurance costs and a possible loss of a driver's license. Wouldn't you rather spend your money on clothes, entertainment, food, books? We believe you'd rather spend your money elsewhere.
This message is brought to you by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development.
Mama, Mako, 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 Mako.
Local high school senior Addison Roulette has earned a reserve champion title at the South Central District Livestock Show earlier this month. Last week, reporter Jackson Morrow went to speak to her.
E.D. White Catholic High School senior Addison Roulette recently won multiple first-place wins at the South Central District Livestock Show.
Hard work is a big one because I have to come here every day, shoveling, brushing, walking. It's a process, so it's like, can't be lazy. There's no room to be lazy. The type of person that does this is kind of different from everybody else because they have that hard-working mindset, and they're like, everyone that I have met while showing pigs has been so determined. As we went on, like my dad's here with me every day. He helps me with like the labor stuff with it, and he's my backbone, honestly. But my mom, she was very hesitant at first. She was like, oh, why are we doing this? This is kind of weird. But like as we've been doing it longer and longer, she's learned to kind of embrace it.
Addison likes to be different. She likes to stand out. I like seeing her light up when I show her things that makes her smile and feel confident. She's got a drive that when she wants something, she's going to get it done. She is a great kid. I love her to death. I wouldn't have asked for anything another child.
She came and I said, okay, well, we're going to give this a go. And I said, once you say yes, you can't quit. And she held to that. She stuck with it. She went through the motions. She showed pigs first couple of years. And all of a sudden, she came to me, Mr. G, what can we do better moving on other than just getting the participation ribbon? I said, look, be patient. You started. You progressing. I said, put in the hard work. Things are going to come to you. Nothing's promised. Things will come. And that day came, and it was a special moment when she won champion. Since then, she's progressed, and she's grown as a very great young lady. She absorbs what I tell her. She knows the knowledge. Everybody has it in them. You know, we'll slack off every now and again. We just need to be picked up and move forward.
Like she said, if it wasn't for Mr. Gerard, we would have never done this. I'm thankful that he did it. And I told her as long as she did good in school and she practiced, whether it was drums or pig or anything, I had her back doing all the hard work, you know, getting that part done. That way she can practice and keep good in school. And it's fun. It got its hard times, but it's actually pretty fun. I enjoy coming with the pigs, and you start catching yourself talking to them and making a little friendship with all of them. And I don't know, it's a cool experience. The animals cannot eat if you don't feed them. You know, they need baths, they need conditioning. It taught her a lot, and I'm very proud of the young lady she has become. She gets in the ring and the intensity, you know, and she's right. The way she dresses, her attitude does change. And it's pretty interesting to watch. She gets real intense, but she stays focused, and you gotta give it to her. Every pig in here has a name, a different attitude. Like some of them, you can swear, you start talking to them and they look at you, and it almost feels like they're talking back, like they'll make a little noise here and there. It's pretty fun.
I would not be who I am today without this experience. Just the hard-working aspects of it. I've learned so much about like the industry itself, and I have so much gratitude for like the small breeders, the small farmers that you normally like don't get to see. So I have just so much respect for it, and I'm thankful, because I would have never known about this if they hadn't gotten that little meat pig.
Reporting for KNSU TV, I'm Jackson Morrow.
Addison competed in the LSU State Livestock Show last weekend. She is titled the Reserve Champion Breeding York. In addition to this award, she also won Breeding Duroc, 4th in class and 2nd LA bred, 6th Litheweight Cross Gilt, and 3rd in senior showmanship. Way to go! The entertainment world is mourning the loss of Michelle Trachtenberg. According to a source with the NYPD, her death does not appear to be suspicious, saying the actress had recently been dealing with an undisclosed medical issue. Her family declined to have an autopsy performed. Trachtenberg was a former child star, making an impression with her role on The Adventures of Pete and Pete. She also starred in Nickelodeon's 1996 film, Harriet the Spy. 4 years later, she was part of the cast of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, playing Sarah Michelle Gellar's younger sister. She also starred as Georgina Sparks in the 2007 drama Gossip Girl. Trachtenberg was 39 years old.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in, All In, a production of KNSU TV and Colonel Media Group. Once again, I'm Charles Tinney.
And I'm Savannah Rome.
Go Colonels!